all you got to do is
Merci beaucoup, M. Sirois. La randonnée Sears à vélo contre le cancer chez les jeunes prend sa véritable inspiration auprès des enfants qui doivent lutter contre un mal qui n'aurait jamais dû les affecter, le cancer infantile. Les professionnels de la santé se dévouent pour soigner cette terrible maladie et pour apporter aux enfants et à leurs familles une meilleure qualité de vie. Nous avons la chance d'avoir un de ces professionnels avec nous aujourd'hui. Je vous présente Mme Tina Primiani, infirmière clinicienne en neuro-oncologie. Alors, soyez la bienvenue, Mme Primiani.
So firstly, on the behalf of the Montreal Children's Hospital Oncology Department, I would like to say from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for your amazing involvement and your superb generosity of spirit. It's thanks to people like you and great events like the National Kids Cancer Ride that we are able to go above and beyond available resources and provide top-notch quality care and services to the children faced with cancer and their families. And this with the latest and up-to-date technologies. As we know, being faced with childhood cancer is an extremely stressful and destabilizing event for the entire family. But thanks to your pedaling and your perseverance, we can try to make it just a little easier and a little less traumatizing for all those innocent lives that are touched. As a neuro-oncology clinical nurse specialist, I meet about 30 to 40 children per year that are diagnosed with brain tumors. They arrive at the Montreal Children's Hospital from many areas of our province. I try my best to support them throughout this ever so challenging illness trajectory. Through surgery, diagnosis, treatments, and recovery, we ensure that children and families facing this complex cancer are empowered, educated, supported, and all around taken care of. As you will see from Anita's story, it's not an easy journey to be faced with a brain cancer or any cancer. But with events and organizations like this, the ride can be a little smoother and the future bright and promising. Thanks to contributions of Opération Enfant Soleil and dedicated people like yourselves, last year, the Montreal Children's Hospital was pleased and honored to open the first ever Canadian pediatric intraoperative MRI. This state-of-the-art brain surgery and imaging equipment allows surgeons to get a more precise look at the tumor and increase the chance of a total removal. Total surgical removal of any tumor is the first line of treatment and allows for an overall better long-term prognosis and quality of life for children. This intraoperative MRI technology has benefited up to 50 children already since its opening, and it improves overall length of stay in the hospital and decreases the risk of a second surgery. This is just an example of what your efforts and energy raises money for. Donc, encore une fois, j'aimerais vous remercier pour votre superbe force physique et mentale et évidemment pour tout votre soutien pour les enfants et leurs familles qui ont à confronter un cancer pédiatrique. De nous tous, de l'hôpital de Montréal pour enfants, nous sommes en admiration de ce que vous faites et très reconnaissants. So keep on riding, may the roads be safe, smooth, and the winds at your back. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup, Mme Primiani. Alors, nous avons gardé pour la fin notre enfant ambassadrice qui vous dira dans ses mots combien vos dons sont importants pour les enfants atteints de cancer. J'invite Anita à venir nous adresser la parole. Bienvenue, Anita.
Hello everyone, I'm glad to be here today to share my story for such a great cause. My name is Anita. I am 16 years old and a survivor of juvenile cancer. It all started in my summer holidays before grade 2. I started vomiting, having headaches, and double vision. I was taken to the Montreal Children's Hospital, and on August 21st, 2000, at the age of 6, I was diagnosed with a craniopharyngioma brain tumor. My family was shocked. 3 days later, I had surgery to put a shunt in, a tube to relieve pressure in my brain and reduce swelling. 1 week after the diagnosis, I underwent an 11-hour surgery to remove the brain tumor. Most of my pituitary gland was removed, so I had to start taking many synthetic hormones. Starting school 1 month later than everyone else was very hard. I had to wear a hat outside to protect my shaven head and scar from the sun. Children stared at me, and one kid even tried to take my hat away. I was no longer the active, energetic kid I was before. In August 2001, my dad was diagnosed with malignant cancer in his right kidney. He had surgery in November, and half his kidney was removed. I was so scared for him. On April 17, 2002, my neurosurgeon, Dr. Farmer, called us in the evening and told us that the MRI showed that my tumor had regrown. It felt like the world had come crashing down on us again. On April 30th, my radiation therapy treatments began, finally finishing on June 13th. An MRI a few months later confirmed my brain tumor was gone. For the next 6 years, I lived a fairly normal life and was sure that there wouldn't be any more serious health problems and hardships. In October 2008, near the start of grade 10, I started having headaches near my left eyebrow. After trying many pain medications, the doctors did a shunt tap by putting a needle in the back of my head and saw that the shunt was blocked. So, on November 10, 2008, I underwent a 4-hour surgery to replace my shunt. It was an incredibly scary experience, since I was then 14 years old and knew exactly everything that was going on. The recovery was very hard. It hurt to move, and I had a hard time focusing in school, and at a time where I was taking biology, chemistry, and advanced math all at the same time. I have now been cancer-free for 8 years, since my recurrence in 2002. I thank my family for the support. I continue to be followed up regularly in the Montreal Children's Hospital, and I take many synthetic hormones for the rest of my life. Also, there is always that small worry in the back of my mind of a tumor recurrence. On June 25th, 2010, I graduated from high school in the Talented and Gifted program, winning the award for the highest academic standing with a 99% average.
Wow.
I will get the Governor General's Academic Medal next month. I won $1,500 in bursaries, many medals, and the McGill Science Award for my commitment to math and science. I have done 2 gold medal projects for the Bell Montreal Regional Science Fair, doing research on brain tumors. When I am older, I hope to be a doctor and work in a children's hospital so that I can help children with juvenile cancer just like me. I'm already on my way, as I have just started health sciences at Marianopolis, Cégep. Juvenile cancer affects many children every year. I know exactly how tough it can be to go through. I hope that one day all children can survive cancer and live the best life possible. I am thankful that there are events like these to raise awareness about juvenile cancer and help raise money for children's hospitals to contribute to the quality of care and cancer research. Thank you to the Coast to Coast Against Cancer Foundation, to Sears and all the cyclists for the Sears National Kids Cancer Ride, and Opération Enfant Soleil for helping children fight cancer. Merci à la Fondation Don Océan à l'autre contre le cancer, à Sears à vélo contre le cancer chez les jeunes, et à l'opération Enfant Soleil pour aider les enfants à vaincre le cancer. Merci.
un qui était ici. Ah, bravo Anita, merci beaucoup. Quel exemple de courage. Merci d'avoir partagé ton histoire avec nous. Now, before we join our riders for a meal and engage them in a conversation, let me take a moment to thank them once again for their enthusiasm and dedication to such an important cause. Riders, please, in a moment, not now, proceed to the photo booth, which will be at the entrance of the store. On behalf of Sears, customers and associates, I would like to thank you for the incredible gift you are giving to children battling this terrible disease. Sears est convaincu que votre temps, votre engagement et votre dévouement feront une différence énorme dans leur vie. Applaudissons tous ensemble les cyclistes qui entament la prochaine étape de cette exceptionnelle traversée du Canada. On va les applaudir et il va nous rester un petit point à couvrir. On les applaudit. Alors, juste avant de partir et d'aller prendre la photo, je voudrais inviter M. Tom Théophanis, qui est directeur du magasin Sears à Ville-la-Salle, à remettre un cadeau, a gift for Anita. Anita?
I think Jen has one too.
À la part de tous les associés de magasin de Ville-la-Salle, on behalf of all the associates from the LaSalle store, je voudrais vous présenter ce petit cadeau de nos parts, surtout votre mot inspirationnel, especially for those inspirational words that you had, and it's a great example of paying it forward. Thank you, Anita.
The kids that we meet as we travel across this country inspire us, warm our hearts, and remind us why we're doing what we're doing. Thank you. I know this is your first time that you've come and done a speech like this, so we really appreciate not only your story, but your courage to come and do it. We have a jersey for Anita as well that's been signed by all of our national riders.
Put it on! 3, 1, 2, 3.